Welcome to IELTSDragon. Today, let's answer the two recent topics in part 1, making a list and sports. Let's start with making a list. Do you make a shopping list when you go shopping? Yes, I always do, because I don't want to overspend. I've made a habit of not buying things that I don't need. As you know, when you're in the supermarket or shopping mall, the temptation of splurging on some things that you don't need is always there. So making a list helps me discipline myself on spending thriftily. Another way to answer? Not at all, because I rarely go shopping anyway. I mean, if I get a chance to go to a mall or supermarket, I already know what I need to buy. As I'm living alone, I've become so familiar with the things that I need at home, especially the basic ones. I think that's the good thing about living on your own. You don't need so many things. Do you make a to-do list at work? First answer, definitely. I always practice organizing things at work because it gives me peace of mind. By doing that, I'm able to work more efficiently and at the same time free myself from worrying about deadlines or forgetting some minor tasks that are most likely missed, especially when things get much busier. Second answer, yes, of course. That's actually one important part of our company's self-development training program for us workers. Making a to-do list is very beneficial, not only for working effectively, but also for developing our personal lives better. Honestly, I'm really glad our company introduced the idea of making a to-do list. It makes a huge difference in my life. However, if your answer is negative, you can say, no, and honestly, that has never crossed my mind. I think I should do that so I'll be able to organize things at work. Oh, I'm so dumb for not realizing the importance of making a to-do list. I better start making one. Next, why don't some people like making lists? First answer, I really don't know. Perhaps it's bothersome for some people, like they have other more important things to do, and making lists is not their priority. Or maybe some people are just lazy making one, or some people don't need that since they've already memorized the things that they have to do every single day of their lives. Another way to answer? I suppose that's because some people are not seeing the value of listing or organizing things. They get used to being in a rush, being unorganized, seeing clutter, and the like. As a result, that's become a habit which is hard to break. I may be wrong, but that's just my opinion anyway. Do you prefer to make a list on paper or on your phone? First answer, I've remained old-fashioned, most especially when it comes to making a to-do list and listing groceries. I really enjoy writing the things that I need to do in my journal or listing the food items that I need to buy on a piece of paper, because that's the only time that I can write something using a pen. These days, I've been using a computer and some smart devices a lot for both work and my personal daily activities. So I don't want these modern technologies to take my only chance to write something with a pen away when making a to-do list. Second answer, I prefer the latter because it's more convenient. I actually used an application that I can list all the things that I need to do for a day, a week, or even a month. That app has an alarm that I can set to remind me of the listed tasks that I need to complete. So there's no reason for forgetting the task. It's extremely handy. Now let's begin answering the questions for sports. What sports did you play when you were a child? First answer, well, I was only into swimming because I wanted to follow in my dad's footsteps for being a professional swimmer. He's the one who trained me on how to swim well. I remember every weekend we usually spent our time at an aquatic center just enjoying swimming, and I was taught some helpful swimming techniques like proper breathing, safety, styles of swimming, and many more. Second answer, I played table tennis, basketball, volleyball, and soccer. I was very active when I was a kid. In fact, I joined several team sports competitions that helped me boost my confidence and expanded my social circles. I wish I could be as active as I was. Sadly, I'm just too preoccupied with so many work-related tasks these days. Do you watch sports live or on TV? First answer, neither. I'm not a fan of watching sports both live and on TV. I can't stand watching sports on TV for hours and hours, and watching it live is just time consuming. Well, I do play some sports as it's my way of keeping myself fit, but watching sports is not my cup of tea. Second answer, both. I enjoy watching sports like baseball, soccer, tennis, either live or on TV. But honestly, it's more fun to watch those sports live because I feel like I'm part of the game. Like I can cheer or shout, I can see the entire happening, and I can talk with other fans and establish rapport with them. It's completely different from just watching it on TV. The feeling is just inexplicable. Do you like playing sports? First answer, yes, absolutely. Playing sports is my first love. I can't imagine my life without sports. I've been sporty since I was 5. I love tennis, badminton, and soccer. Actually, at a very young age, I was able to compete in both minor and major tennis tournaments. Second answer, unfortunately not. My life has been busier than ever before because of my work. I've been wanting to start playing any sports, but every time I have the luxury of time, I just want it to be spent on sleeping or traveling. This is my way to relieve all the stress that I have, which is mainly caused by overworking. Do you prefer individual sports or team sports? First answer, I prefer the former because I can concentrate more on playing. Also, I can fully apply my strategies on how to beat my opponent. But playing sports is not all about winning or competing. I just like doing individual sports as it teaches me the value of self-discipline and self-reliance. Another way to answer, without a doubt, I'm into team sports because I value teamwork. I consider myself a people person, so playing sports with others, such as soccer, basketball, or rugby, gives me so much joy. I like the fact that I can build genuine camaraderie with my teammates. What sports are popular in your country? I suppose there aren't many sports that are well known in my country. I believe it's only football that is really famous. That's simply because people in my country are very supportive of our national football team, that every time they get into the World Cup, they can't help themselves but become boisterous. Who is your favorite athlete? Well, to be honest, no one in particular. Yes, I love sports, but there's no specific sports star that I'm really crazy about. I don't idolize one. However, I have so much respect for those amazing athletes who bring honor to their own country. Be prepared for your IELTS speaking exam. Study the videos that appear on your screen right now. You'll get more ideas in these videos, and they help you achieve your target band score. Don't forget to subscribe. Until the next lesson, have a lovely day.